Welcome to Radical Underdogs, and we are already underway in this race, second race of the day at Brands Hatch. It is very wet and very slippery. We've made a very good start though, we've crashed 2 cars already. That's number 6 of Jack Worry and number 99 of Russell Halley. Russell though is coming back on the inside, but it looks like we've got a clear run all the way up to Druids. So it's wet and you can see the spray, it's really terrible visibility, but not as bad as a couple of years ago actually. But we're braking quite late, but not late enough. And you've got Russell Halley alongside us on the inside. We're going to try and make our way all the way around the outside. There is good grip on the outside. Russell makes contact and spins. He's out onto the grass. And he does recover and carry on in this race, but what a moment there for Russell. We're though carrying on and up to position 14. If you remember, we qualified 21st, so this is a big improvement on where we qualified. Now making our way down, and it's very wet and very slippery, this last bit of the circuit, and we've got cars off on the grass already. I think that's number 9, Cheney Turner, who was off on the grass, did very well in race 1, but he's now got some catching up to do. Right behind us is car number 20, that's Christopher Dan. But we've got the outside line, and the outside line is where the grip is at this last corner of the circuit. We've got cars spinning around. That's John Pethick in car number 50. Just about everyone carefully making their way around, but just lifting off there. Does give Dan a run down the inside, down to Paddock Hill Bend. So we are going to lose out on that run down there, and maybe Jack Worry's going to make his way through as well, but I think we've carried just about enough speed down into Paddock Hill Bend in this very wet Brands Hatch circuit. Is there a way up the inside? No, he's covering off the inside line. Jack Worry tries to outbrake us all and go around the outside, but actually at Druids in the wet, there does seem to be a bit more grip on the inside at the moment. Anyway, we're down to Graham Hill Bend after this, and all over the back of us is Jack Worry, trying to make his way past us. I think he was much faster in race 1, so he's definitely trying to not lose time by hanging out behind us. Now we're making our way down to the last sequence of corners. This is flat out in the dry, clearly not in the wet. Got a car spinning in front of us. That's Christopher. I don't know, we're spinning as well. We're onto the grass, and the cars are streaming past us. There's at least 3 cars on the grass. There was a lot less grip that time round. Don't know where all the grip went in one circuit. And we spun on the grass, and look at the time. The time is ticking away. The wheels are just spinning in the wet grass. We just have not got the off-road tyres for this. Still spinning away. It's absolutely painful to watch. It's even more painful to be sitting in the driver's seat at this point. Trying to reverse and then go forwards again. You're going to have to reverse all the way back out onto the circuit, I think, when trying that once more. I don't really want to reverse onto circuits, but there's no one there anymore, so there's no just spinning wheels. It's absolutely terrible. So we're back out onto the circuit and now just trying to get some grip. Even on the tarmac, I think it's pretty difficult. Just got wheel spin all over the spot. Good if you're doing burnouts, but not on a race circuit. We have lost so much time. That was nearly a full lap in the dry at Brands Hatch. Not quite a full lap in the wet, but we are a long way behind. I'm going to stick with it until we cross the line. We were doing sort of 1 minute 10s roughly in the wet before. That is a 1 minute 56.8. We're going to skip ahead. Obviously we're going to get lapped by the leaders at this rate. It's a shame because 1 minute 10s, we would have done quite well with 1 minute 10s. Potentially even a top 10 was on the cards actually. But the leaders are going much faster than that. They are lapping a few seconds a lap faster, which means they did catch me on lap 6 after that off at Clearways. We've got the next pack of cars chasing us down, but actually we're not going that much slower than the next pack of cars actually. It will take them a while to catch us. I just don't want to get in anyone's way, so I'm lifting off the accelerator a little bit, trying to get as many cars past on the straight with the blue flags going. I'm just going to try and go off the racing line a little bit here. So Jamie Turner, who's recovering from that trip across the grass you saw before. We've got Brad Jones coming through as well. Again, I think making a bit of a recovery drive. And that's number 73, Bo Parry, as well, making his way through. Now I'm going to try and stick with this group as much as I can, because I think that I wasn't going that much slower, and it's quite useful to learn the lines of people who are slightly faster than you. So I'm going to try and stick with them for as long as I can. A few laps later, you can see the best lap here was a 109.5, which actually is the laps that the people were doing in the top 10. So it is a real shame that I wasn't able to control that slide on lap 2. When we passed Simon Browning there, I think we kind of slipped through with the other group of cars. I'm not sure Simon quite realised we were also on the same lap as him, but we did manage to slip through, and we have managed to pick up a position. as you see the position, actually we're up to 31st. As you see coming through here, we've actually still got on the grass Simon Privet, who basically had the same predicament as we did. So another orange car, maybe it's just orange cars get stuck on the grass here. But we're up to position 31 through the misfortune of Simon and the other Simon, I think, not realising we're on the same lap. But here we are, this is another race for position. We're coming up on car 83, Tom Wood, who's seen me coming and gone a bit defensive, but I think he's going to struggle to get the power down on the exit there, just where the rubber is on the circuit, and we're going all the way around the outside down the Graham Hill bend, and we've made that pass stick, so we're up to position 30. Hopefully we're getting into the 20s by the time this race ends. Only a couple of laps to go, but there are a couple of cars up ahead of us. This is 4th position again, and you can also see Christopher Dan, who's found his way to the barriers on the exit of Clearways. That has given us another position, so we are up into position 29 before we've even got to these two now. That is Peter Williams and Jason Acebert, and we're going to go side by side down the start-finish straight. I think we got a much better run because they were still fighting for position, so we had a much better run out of that last corner, and we're going to go side by side down into the first corner. That's Paddock Hill Bend. We haven't been that fast through here, but hopefully we're going to pick up some time. You can see the sun trying to break through. There's still loads of spray on the track. The track is properly wet. Now down the inside, down up to Druids, I think we're a little bit far back, but I think we might be able to just get this on the brakes. Peter is being more than fair about giving us enough racing room there, so we have made our way through to position 27, and this is the last lap of the race, so we're not going to be able to catch any more. Down to the start-finish straight, the windscreen wipers kind of half up, half down, not great. Crossing the finish line with the checkered flag, and that is the end of the weekend for us. I mean, to be honest, despite the disappointing last race, to be honest, I'm just happy we had a car that was working, that we managed to reshell this whole car in a matter of 4 weeks, and thank you to everyone who helped us get it ready. We are now back in July after a bit of a break, but I'm sure we'll be putting out a few videos in the meantime. Until then, I hope to catch you again soon.